Welcome, agents, to another episode of Prime Tips, and Merry Christmas. This time, we're going to be looking at using another tool. This is an online tool called Mission Authoring Tool, but it's in response to being able to find portals. Right now, there is an event going on that is a deploy event, so you want to find those target-rich environments that have lots of portals. This specific event, you're wanting to put 8 resonators on. So this gives you a way to find those places that will have lots of portals. So to get started, I would say just go to Google and do a search for Mission Creator Ingress, and you'll get a link to Ingress Mission Authoring Tool. There's more than one way to do that, but start at that. And then if you've never used it, it's not a big deal to start it up and going. So I'm going to sign in, and it will ask you probably for your credentials for Google and getting in. And you probably, if you've never used it, you won't see anything here. You'll see that I have a couple of missions that I have and one that's in the hopper. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new mission, but we're not really going to keep this mission, but it allows us to use this tool to find those target-rich environments. So I'll create a new mission. Let's say we're going to do any order. It doesn't really matter because we're not going to keep this. So the mission details, you do have to put something in. So let's say find portals. And I got to spell it right. And we'll say find portals. And I don't really have to put a logo or anything in. And then I'm going to go to choose waypoints. So what you see, this is where the payoff is. This is a map that has a heat map that shows you how many portals are in a special area. And now you notice that up here on the left, I have field trip and portals. I probably want to turn off field trip, which those aren't really portals. So you just want to see the portals. And let's say that I'm going from my place, which is Effingham, Illinois area, and I'm traveling to St. Louis. So I'm going to actually turn off the portals. And then I can zoom in on the map and kind of get that area in. And I'll turn on portals. Now you notice that I see like 210. So I've been in Effingham and I'm headed this way. And there's 57 there. And I get all the way down here. 606 portals in this area down here. So what I might want to do is I probably want to go in a little closer on that. Let's turn those portals back on. And you'll see 717. Now I'm going to use my scroll, or you can use the plus here to get in closer. And you'll see there's 357. There's 171, 57. So I can actually find the place I would like to go to look at those. So I'm going to go in a little closer, 48. So there's a lot of portals right in this area here. And as I get in real close, it gets down to single digits, and I get in real close, and bang. So I have a whole list of portals that are there. And I can look at each individual portal. Durham Hall. Here's one that has a mission, SIUE. So it looks like I'm at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. SIU column fragments. So I can look at those portals, and there's even more. If I get in a little bit closer, it'll go down to the 2 that are there. So I can look at those. But what happens is I got a real quick way of finding a whole bunch of portals. So if I knew that I had a couple hours to blow and I wanted to get some uniques, or in this case, get a lot of deploys for the challenge, this is probably where I would head. And I can then plan my route to go through and get all of these. Now, what do you do when you're all done? Well, I'm not really going to keep this particular one. So I can just come up here and I can sign out and I'm done. So a quick way to use the mission authoring tool just to find a whole lot of portals. We'll come back to it and we'll look at it to figure out how to actually use it and create missions. Merry Christmas, everybody. Goodbye.